welcome to Morning Bake Off with your friendly neighborhood old bat. How y'all doing today? I'm doing pretty good, can't complain. I'm ready for another flea market. Yep, that's right, it's flea market day. That's why I'm dressed to kill, and I'm ready to go. So let's get started. Last we left off, we were looking at Shandy's Dojo episode, and let's go ahead and give that a look.
They smuggled her into Syria.
Yeah, that's what I'm sorry. That's what I meant. Istanbul. Not did
Yeah.
I say Damascus?
Stevie said you were being an asshole.
I'm being no asshole at all. I'm being fucking happy, and you want to try and bring me down. These people with these fucking asshole comments and you're manic. No, I'm not.
Leave me alone.
I'm just happy.
Yeah.
Hey, Miss Mud
Get
Dog.
off my fucking ass. Oh, fuck you. You're gone, piece of shit.
Weirdo.
You're mad.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Every one of my counselors that in Philadelphia would have said that person should be fucking on charges because you're poking at people that can get violent, and it's stupid.
For updates regarding extraterrestrial UFOs, I'm all over it like a car bomb, okay? I find it super interesting.
Don't play the woman card when it comes to food Daphne. Give me a fucking break.
And so I wanted to show you a few videos which I have collected myself and also other people have sent me, more so than other people have sent me. So again, thank you so much for sending me these emails and X tweets and TikToks and all that sort of stuff. I really do
Morning,
appreciate it.
Mr.
All right, get on with it. I want to know the proof of fucking aliens.
All right, mate, let's hear it. Oi,
I want to know.
oi, tell me now. I want to know.
I want to know about the aliens.
Straight up. Me and Casper have a point.
Tam, thank you.
Oh my God, thank you, Tab Tam.
For the Tobies.
You didn't have to.
I love you.
We love you so much. You didn't have to do that. You're so sweet. She's
Oh
the
my
only.
God,
Do you know?
Go away, you weirdo.
What a freak.
No one's gonna talk to you now.
She has a mix of people giving her money and talking shit to her. What an odd mix. I'd rather just have a quiet chat, personally. You know, with people being happy and content. Fuck the money. It's not that important. You know? And the only reason they're getting money is because they're pathetic. You know, even whenever the power head was ripped from the house, you know, we were able to get it fixed in 4 days because we had the money to do it. This bitch can't get her shit together to save her life and has to have people contribute to her, which I find pathetic. If you depend on YouTube donations for your living, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. This is supposed to be fun. Donations are just a bonus. It's not a living.
She's the only one on what do you call X I talk to. Tam. She's the only one I speak to because she's sweet.
No one's making fun of anyone's accent, mate.
No.
You're dumbass.
Oh, now we can't do accents.
I know. We can't do anything. Shut up.
It's
no
fucking.
one
I'm gonna
matters
ignore
for
the
cats.
chats. We're gonna listen to the
Do you
video.
know what entertainment is?
Jesus Christ.
Too bad you're not entertaining.
Can't believe you can't. Do you have a problem with accents? You have a problem with
I have a
them?
problem with you
Because I
doing
have plenty of
accents.
accents, and I'm gonna use them if I want to. So fuck you. What?
You sing the Lily Allen stuff.
She's
Fuck
really
you very, very
Something that we need to
much.
speak about. The first one, Stephen C. over on X, thank you very much, mate, has tweeted me a channel over on X called Skywatch Signal. And they have...
You know what gets me? She really thinks she is something. You know, I'm dressed up and I think I'm a 5. I'm average. And I look 1,000 times better than this pig. I could wallow in pig shit and trash and not bathe for a week and still look better than this bitch.
Basically tweeted out a news clip from.
You love the British, me. Thank you so much. You know, I listen. Well, of course I can. Why? Well, thank you.
Good morning, Sequin Gypsy.
I could try to have something like that for a while, but then
How
it turns
you
into like an
doing,
Aussie
Mommy?
thing or something. You know, like I can't keep.
That's right. I'm a woman of many accents.
You're very good at keeping in it, though.
Thank you.
That's very aggressively talented.
Thank you.
I would say. You know.
I'm an actress.
Pretty soon, I'm sounding like a fucking Aussie. That's a knife. You know, that's not British. You just went into Aussie world. A watermelon.
We'll go to Aussie land, right?
What?
Go down to Aussie.
Yeah.
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 We'll go down to Aussie.
Aye.
Aye.
And then I'll try and do
Yes.
Irish. And
I'm gonna
forget,
go the Irish.
I can't do
Don't
that.
do the
For
Irish,
shit.
Aaron.
I can't. The tings
Right.
and the these and the tings.
Oh.
I can't do no Irish. I got no good Irish accent.
Takes a while.
I have to study the one guy in Red Dead 2, the redheaded, the guy that comes from County Dongle.
Yeah.
That Donegal.
And I'm not making fun of the accent. I actually
No.
love the accent.
God,
so,
doing
you know,
accents is
imitation
entertainment.
is a form of flattery. Do you remember that shit?
NBC News. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
not
but
sure
you
fucking
got no
psycho.
personality of your own.
is classified as legit. It's something can be trusted. It's credible. I think it's America. Is it America? Yeah, it's America. Okay, so let's have a little look at this because this says Israel's former space chief says aliens exist and Trump knew. In 2020, a man who spent 30 years running Israel's space program dropped a bombshell.
Israel space lasers.
That's
Woohoo!
total horseshit.
Marge
for the
is
most
right
part.
again, dude.
No.
Looking through Gypsy.
Not in the way she says it. These fucking conspiracy idiots, like QAnon idiots. Israel has space-based weapons, but it's mainly controlled by the United States anyway. Do we get this?
I'm actually loving the energy of Marjorie Taylor Greene right now.
She's
It's
fucking
so
Trump over. I
edgy.
love that shit. Rape him. He's such a piece of shit. I hate Trump.
Oh,
He is such a.
You know what? I'd be willing to bet I got nothing but lookers in my chat. I bet I got a lot of attractive people in my chat. I'd be willing to put money on it. And every last one of yous looks better than Shanny. Low bars, people. Low bars. This bitch has been hit by every branch of the ugly forest. And yes, I know I have made this joke 100 times. I make it 101. She has fallen down the ugly tree and was hit by every stinking branch. And then was hit by every branch of the ugly forest. She wasn't just hit by the ugly stick, she was hit by the ugly forest.
A crotch rot.
yeah.
He makes me sick to my fucking
All right,
stomach.
we gotta know about the aliens, though. We gotta, like, mission first. Alien.
Why do you always say crotch rot and shit like that? There is other ways of expressing yourself, Rev dude. Aren't you supposed to be a reverend? Do better.
Aliens, not Trump.
Rambo it, mate.
Let's take a little listen. And one thing before we get into the video that I'd like to say is
What would you like to say, darling? Tell me everything you want.
Oi, tits! No, I just wanted to say to
want me to
Caspasoy.
touch you?
No, I just want your
Would
shit, yeah.
you like to touch my tits?
Could I touch your titty?
You can touch my tits.
All right, I'm going to tweak the nipple.
There you go.
Tweaking nipple.
How's that feel?
I want to tweak the nipple.
There you go.
Oh,
Yeah,
so big.
thank you.
She has nickel-sized nipples, folks.
So
Nickel-sized nipples.
her nipples are the size of bologna slices. I've seen the fucking OnlyFans. Don't even go there. You know why I've seen the OnlyFans? Because I'm a shitbag. That's why. I had to see. Curiosity killed the bitch. Curiosity killed the bitch. No fucking doubt. Oh my God. This woman has got a body that's so ugly it could be a modern art masterpiece. As a matter of fact, it kind of does look like a modern art masterpiece. It is misshapen. Her titties hang down past her fucking navel. Oh my God. And her nipples are the size of bologna slices. You know, I got nothing against big nipples. You know, rock your big nipples. But you know what? When they're the size of bologna slices, maybe you need to examine what you eat. And what you're doing to your body. And this bitch thinks that she's the hottest thing on two big ass fucking legs.
It says here that Trump knew. Now, I've seen a few interviews and podcasts when Trump went on.
And here I am walking around thinking I look like the bearded goat woman from hell. And this bitch walks around like she's the hottest thing on two fucking legs. It ain't fair. It ain't fair. I am, chastising myself over every bump and lump on my body and on my face. I was looking at my face the other day and I was thinking, God damn, girl, your face looks like the surface of Mars. And, this bitch, her skin looks terrible. Terrible. How could you? Never mind. I'm not going there.
On certain channels. And one of the first questions that they always ask him, and he says himself, is I always get asked this question, what's at Area 51? Do aliens exist? And his reply is basically, I don't believe in it. There's a lot about it. And it's a bit of a political yes-no answer. There's no really definitive answer, right? But apparently, he's always known. Sorry, that's better English. Anyway, let's take a look.
Yeah, she
Aliens
does.
exist,
Yes,
and President
proof of
Trump knows
walls.
about it. That's according to Israel's former space security chief. In an interview with an Israeli newspaper, he said,
If I had a set of nays down near my vagina, I would not get undressed around a man, including my husband. I'm pretty sure my husband wouldn't want me to get undressed around him neither. And I'm pretty sure he would have done chastised me before I got to that point. I like this jumpsuit. It's real comfy. Where's my lighter? There it is. You can't wear anything like this, Shani.
Oh,
There.
Jesus Christ.
Shut up, Shani. And she's yammering about shit she doesn't even know about. And there is no proof of aliens. Shut up, Shani. You're an idiot. You're a moron. Just stick to what you know about bashing Foodie Beauty and, stupid shit. Celebrities.
And then there's other beings around there, like cat people. And there's Pleiadians. But they're at war with the Draconians.
No, Buddicker,
Hey, Bucky.
it's rest in peace to the Logitech Brio, so there's no cam for me for now.
Remember, if you see a light in the sky, do blink blink. Blink blink shows you the way. It really does.
I'm telling you that it actually works, because I tried it one night. I was walking alone, as I always walk alone. And I was looking up in the sky, and I saw this thing that looked like a fucking orb. And it was just sitting there not moving. And I looked at it, and I said, blink, blink, and it did it. So I tested it. It works.
Bye, Bill Hicks.
Not to do so by the Federation in order to prevent what he calls mass hysteria. Well, the retired general says the US and Israel...
There ain't gonna be no mass hysteria. Nobody gives a shit about aliens except us fucking nerds. God dang, man.
They're going to go, oh, it illegitimizes every religion on the planet. That's the stupidest shit you could ever say.
Mass hysteria.
But that's what they're going to say. Oh, it illegitimizes Christianity. It illegitimizes Muslim belief, because they want to bring in a Luciferian worship. The one world worship of Lucifer.
I don't know.
Global Luciferianism. That's what the Masons
Oh,
want.
no.
That's true.
Yeah.
There is no couch psychology allowed in this chat. Okay? If you're going to be a couch therapist and try to diagnose someone with something that you don't know, you're just saying, you can go to hell.
I just want to state for the record that I refuse to deal with gaslighting from people that are demonic, and they're coming from other channels that just want to see us dead.
That's so evil.
I am not going to tolerate that in my eye sockets. So, if you do that shit, you're going to get banned here.
Yeah.
And also, this shit about the Ozempic, that's over now. You see people saying that shit, you block them immediately.
Yeah,
it's
I'm not doing
over
that.
with
I've
it.
already said my piece.
Ho,
Kept it from the
ho,
public because,
ho,
quote,
ho,
humanity
there.
isn't ready, and the aliens don't want to reveal themselves until humanity.
Hang on. Humanity isn't ready. Mate.
I know, right? Motherfucker coming around and saying humanity isn't ready for fucking aliens. You fucking bastards. Of course we are. That shit is cool. Fucking assholes. I'm ready. Beam me up, Scotty. I want to get off this planet. People here are nuts.
No, it's dumb shit. There's no way. Like, there's so many people, it's polled. The majority now of Americans believe that there's an alien species that exists, and it's stupid to say not otherwise. If science is correct and space is as big as it is, and I'm not solid on that, actually, I think the cosmos could be much, much smaller than we think it is. But that's beside the point. Does other life forms exist?
Stupid, spoiled, entitled. Parents didn't correct them enough. That's for starters.
Exist in the fucking universe, it's got to be a guaranteed yes. Even if it's just like algae. There's definitely life other places. There's no doubt about that.
True.
Now, on Io, it looks like there could be like a squid race.
Mm-hmm.
It's possible.
It could be.
Because
there's
it's ice.
Water. There's water.
It's
underneath
ice
the
all over. But
Yes.
then at the core, it has a core.
It has a
Hey,
volcanic
dude,
So it's
how
center.
you
heated.
doing, baby?
Exactly, and it's proven through our world
Yeah,
that
that's where you get life.
Life
Soup.
exists on the volcanic vents in the deep, deep parts of the cold part of the
Extremophiles.
ocean.
Extremophiles.
Yeah,
So you're guaranteed there's probably some squid race.
and let's not forget the tardigrades.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, they exist.
No, this stuff is 100 sad. See, Marquis got shit. That's the shit. She gets to that. That's part of it, man.
I won't lose my shit.
There's a really deep meaning to as above, so below, because Jesus said, on earth as it is in heaven. Marquis, get this. Have you ever made that connection? That it's as above, so below, but Jesus said, on earth as it is in heaven.
I'm just gonna say this.
Did you get that? He flipped it. Why?
Fuck organized religion. It sucks.
Organized religion is government. It's a lie. It's a lie. It's a control system. It's a way to make you a slave in your mind. Because you think, uh-oh, my pee-pee went up from looking at the nun. That means I'm evil. That's stupid as shit to think. No, she's got a big butt and big tits and she's hot. None. You should get a hard on. It's not a sin. But they want to mind control you into thinking that a hard...
Shut up. Quit talking about sex and sexual shit. Is that the only thing you can relate? There are other sins. Thievery. Adultery. Well, that's sex, which is what you're covering. Murder. There are other sins. You know, what I'm doing is technically a sin. But I get so much joy from it.
hard on is a sin, or a girl getting wet is a sin. That's insane.
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
There you go.
But you were anti-religion, Rand. I wanted to do a little.
I know, but
I wanted
it's
to do
the topic that you keep talking
It's
about.
just fun to
He's
say.
horny.
Yeah, I want to fuck you. You're right.
I don't know about that. I really don't know about that. The amount of disclosure has happened. And didn't Trump already release a load of UAP files and things like that, and alien files? Maybe not so much.
Not enough.
Why is it that only sex is the only sin that you say isn't a sin? Why is it that you don't address her gluttony? You don't address y'all's laziness? You're lying. Oh, you don't lie. I can tell you for a fact I don't lie. I don't say anything that isn't true. Anybody who doesn't like it can kiss my big round ass. I haven't lied thus far, and I'm not about to start. I leave that for other people to do. Because the truth isn't nearly as click worthy as a lie. Case in point, our friend Shanny. These two will lie in a second. And what's funny is they're going to try to get in front of God and lie. I'm not going to, I'm not going to lie. And even if there's something I forgot, I'm going to say more than likely, yep, that's me. I did that. No getting around it. Because you will see there won't be hiding anything at all.
It's absolute bullshit that these governments would come and say, well, the American
We
people,
pay for these fuckers, and they're keeping information from us?
the world can't know because people aren't ready. Are you fucking kidding me? We've had sci-fi movies with aliens since the fucking 1940s. Are you fucking stupid? Everybody's ready for aliens. People were ready for aliens with War of the Worlds. And people freaked out because they thought it was attack. But if they heard, oh, aliens have landed on the White House lawn and they want peace, everybody would have been fine with it.
The bench knows.
This is dumb as fuck.
He's not yelling, he's passionate. Exactly.
Thank you very much. I'll lower my tone, though. Sorry.
Not the ET files, but definitely UAP files, which you can actually go on the website and check out for yourself. Okay. But even when they recognise that there are UAP or UFOs in the air, and we don't know what they are, we don't know where they come from.
Rev is geeking. He's geeking. Anybody else can tell he's geeking? He's geeking. Tweaking. Wound up. There's just no helping you, is there, boy? There's just no helping you. You're going to be a worthless fucking meth head. You know how I know you're a tweaker? I was married to a tweaker.
Which basically they were speculating, yeah, these are like alien technologies. Everyone was just like, oh, right.
Duh. Like, it's obvious these things we've been seeing are not from this world.
Oh. I think we're so far past.
Wait, we should talk about that.
Past Carrie.
That's a big assumption.
Well, yeah.
I don't think that is settled at all. I think these things mainly have always been here.
Yeah.
They're transdimensional.
But they can go up.
Sure.
Because they've got their own shit to deal with.
They could go anywhere.
If an alien race was to come to this planet, this is by the numbers what would happen. They would either A, wipe us out and take our stuff, Or best case scenario, enslave us or make us pets or use us as cattle. Think they got and take our stuff. You don't want them coming here. They've got they're up to no good. What the hell would they want with us? We're too immature a species to deal with. No, this species has got a lot of growing up to do. That's the only kind of civilizations that would want to reach out to us. That's all they would want us for. And they wouldn't so much want us as they would want our natural resources. Bet me. And there isn't anybody out there that's interested in us. Why would they come here? It's like coming to my hometown. It's like whenever we see someone that travels here and we run into them and go, "Why are you here?" Why are you here? We're the trailer park of the whole galaxy. I don't really think that, no, I don't really think they want to stop here.
Where they
I
want
don't
because
know.
they're
I think we're
transdimensional.
more than ready. I don't know. And it makes me think about another video that I'm going to show you about in a second.
Humanity can evolve, he says, and understand what space really is. Well, the good news is that he claims an agreement has been reached between the US government and the aliens, a contract to do experiments
Yeah, I know.
here. There's also, he says, a secret
A contract to do experiments here. You mean human experiments? Oh, God, he's selling us out. Nice. There you go.
You're like royalty level witch lineage, Marky. Like royal witch. That's fucking awesome.
There you
That's
go.
really cool.
underground base on Mars where there are American and alien representatives. Now,
So, experiments.
So there's humans and aliens on Mars?
Oh,
together?
okay. So we're pulling the reality now that Total Recall's real.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. That's what I think about that. It's fake.
Disgusting.
But I want to believe.
Okay, this is going to be quite an interactive video, I think. Okay, because wasn't there that idea that there was an agreement years ago that ET extraterrestrials will give technology to
Yes, there was that deal in 1945 by our president of the United States.
Wait.
What?
Allegedly. That is not documented yet. I have not seen documents proving that. Okay? Alex would say the same.
Whatever.
Can't go there. There's no documentation at all.
There
It's
is
rumor.
No, it's dude,
It is not
dude,
confirmed to have
can you
happened
listen
by.
to me?
Oh my god, honey.
The files that Trump dropped actually confirmed the Magnificent Seven.
I need to see the fucking paper. I wanna
Okay,
see,
well,
wanna see
I
it.
guess we're gonna have to look for it.
I'll look for it, yeah.
Yeah.
I got my phone. I'll look for it. Thank
Yeah,
you.
you're welcome.
You're the babes.
us humans, but in the return of tests for humans.
Oh, that would be
i.e.
epic.
abductions. So aliens would say, "Yeah, here's your
That
latest
would be
iPhone, whatever they
fucking
got up to."
epic,
In
man.
return, I want
It's 16, sir.
5 human beings
Oh man, I would pay real money for that to happen. I would pay a couple pension checks for that to happen. No shit. I would pay a couple pension checks to see that happen. That's how bad I want to see that happen. And have them all living together. They all have to live together, though. That's the stipulation. Shanny and J Dubs would hook up. You know they would. Because they're both shitheads. Oh my God.
Please, in the state of Texas. I'm sure there was a deal. What I mean by interactive is you tell me, and then maybe I can sort of feed off of those comments and make another video about it. But I'm sure there was some sort of, or there was an idea that there was an agreement. The other thing that made me think of something, what was this?
I'm sorry you're having a menopause bloat.
Oh my God, my girl,
Sucks.
my girl's been gone through so much pain in the last 3 days that I can't express how bad
I even
feel.
had a Charlie horse this afternoon.
Yeah, I
It
think
was
you
a
needed to
painful
drink
one.
some honey.
Yeah.
You were starting to get dehydrated, I think.
I think so,
They
yeah.
happen when, yeah.
Oh, it hurt like a muff.
Oh, I got
You got a Charlie horse too?
Yeah.
Weird.
And I-
Maybe someone's doing voodoo on us, man.
That's rebuked in the name of Jesus Christ, whatever it is, right back at them.
Amen.
Sent right back tenfold. Oh, or sevenfold, sorry. We get avenged sevenfold because we're marked.
Amen.
That's it.
There's also, he says, a secret underground base on Mars where there are American and alien representatives.
Well, okay, hang on, I missed that bit. There's a underground base on Mars.
Also, he says, a secret underground base on Mars where there
Wow.
are American and alien
That
representatives.
would be nasty.
This is why we're
100%
trying our
guaranteed to be
asses off right
true.
now to get to Mars. 1 second, wasn't there that person? Who was that person?
Can you imagine the sound of them two having sex? The pig noises, the grunting. Oink, 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 oink. Come on.
Who predicted that 2025
Right.
would be the time we meet aliens or ET? Yeah, I did a video about her. Baba Vanga was this. Here we go. Baba Vanga also foretold the Earth would encounter extraterrestrial.
What would be the 3 things I would take on an island with me? An Animal Crossing? A cute dress. Some bubbles and a chocolate bar.
I would take one thing.
Oh, what?
A Nook brand dildo.
Okay.
Comedy, sorry.
Beings by 2025, asserting that these beings would make their presence known. The prediction would spark debates about the existence of aliens and their potential impact on humanity. And also, she predicted that we would learn telepathy from these aliens.
I want to learn telepathy from the aliens.
Everybody that seems truthful, that have talked about speaking with them,
Yeah.
their main, according to them, their main method of
Is
communication is
telepathy.
telepathy.
Yeah.
I believe
Oh
that.
my God,
Yeah,
Bucky.
I think that's, oh, there you go.
Oh my God. I
a
never
minute.
thought of that.
Do you
I never
believe in-
thought of that. The J Dubs, Channy, OnlyFans. Can you imagine all the blubber? Oh, oh. I just thought of this. Oh, man. When he's in behind her, if their balls would slap, you know. Guys, if your girlfriend had balls and your balls slapped together, would that be disconcerting? If you weren't expecting them, if you're expecting them, good on you. But if you're not expecting them,
In the Garden of Eden, Adam and Eve could speak that way to the animals and each other.
Why not?
I think that's the way it was. We didn't need
I
speech.
think we still can, like,
Somewhat.
communicate with animals that
It's
way.
very cloudy, though.
Telepathically.
It's not clear communication.
No.
It's cloudy.
No.
Like watermelon.
Hi, watermelons.
Watermelon. See?
See?
Sometimes she literally comes in and she goes, hello.
Okay, can I please hear about the aliens, Jason? I want to know!
Which some people suggest that this is something, a lost art that we obviously once had. What do you make of that? And also there was this other guy.
Anyhow, we have scientists and military guys who have been working alongside of some of those dudes, and they are in our midst. When I retired, we knew of 4 different groups, and they were all humanoid. But they were all not the kind of guys who could walk up and down the street on a Saturday afternoon without being seen or responded to. But one of the groups of 4 looks exactly like us in the sense that it could be sitting here in this auditorium
Nordic.
next to you and you wouldn't know it.
The Nordic.
Next to you in an airplane or a restaurant or a theater.
a J-Dubs Von Helton OnlyFans. Now that would be more likely. Oh. A Von Helton, Shanny, and J-Dubs OnlyFans. That would be probably what triggers the apocalypse.
They're in our midst, guys. This one group particularly is in our midst.
Dude.
And apparently since 1954, when Ike met them at Muroc Air Force Base in California, they've been working with us.
They've been working with us. Zeliana, that is so cool. This is a great comment. I have lucid dreams that are so real. It's like I travel to another life sometimes. I even fought alien wars. I have insane dreams. And I talk in my sleep and sleepwalk. I talk in my sleep. And I have very insane dreams, too. Like, I fall asleep and I have, this continual dream that happens. It's like I move into... It's like I transition from this life to another life. It's bizarre. But it's like every night, it just continues on. My other life in my dream world. So I get you there. It's wild.
Trying to help us make that transition from adolescence into adulthood.
Jason, you need to sit.
Why are they doing that? Well, apparently this is the same group that had a hand in engineering our genetics 10,000, 100,000 years ago. And if you want a little history on that subject, read Zechariah Sitchin. Stories are shockingly accurate in that they literally tell the essential story of our beginnings. They translate these ancient cuneiform tablets from Sumer. Zechariah is not the only one. There was a brilliant Englishman with the name of Christian O'Brien who went home a year or so ago. We were genetically engineered, and they've been coming and going, and they've been in our midst for a hell.
You notice that if there's symptoms or signs of something that make you special, she's got all of them. Just pointing that out.
Hell of a long time. And somebody said to Sitchin one time, Zechariah, when are they coming back? And he said, whatever made you think they ever left? And I don't think they did ever leave. Now, again, this is, I think, a little shocking information here. At least it shocked the hell out of me. Now, when I was in Germany at a conference some years ago, a Russian cosmonaut by the name of Marina Popovich handed out a few copies to me and Michael Hess.
Man, those old things that you used to use in the screen on what are they called? I forgot what they're called. What he's using? A projector. Yeah, I know, but I forgot what they called them. But they used to use them at school all the time. Yeah. Yeah, they used to use them at school all the time back in the day. Now in schools they have like this big giant like computerized board, and they like it's like touch shit.
In my school,
It's crazy.
In my school, we called them transparencies.
There you go.
That's what we called them.
Simon, another researcher friend of mine, the Soviets thought that sent this fantastic mission
Fuck
to Mars.
you,
They
Rev.
named it Phobos 2 because
Got that in
Phobos
my
1 is
ear.
one of the moons of Mars, 12 miles in diameter. So they named their space mission Phobos 2, and they took a whole bunch of pictures.
It's funny how he's mentioning Mars. We just said about an underground base in Mars.
One of the pictures they took, which Michael Hesseman published,
A protractor. That's what it's called. A protractor. Yeah. Oh, you're right. You're right. Well, I know it's a projector, but you know
The pages were called transparencies.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. You had a
I
different
remember
word?
that back in the day.
Did you have a different word for them?
Yeah.
You did?
I don't remember it. but
Most
yeah.
of a lot of the more meticulous of my teachers would literally write notes for us in class on the transparencies on the projector. That's pretty cool. That was neat. Very good teacher that did that.
in his magazine, is apparently a city the size of Chicago under the surface in Mars, generating an enormous amount of heat. Because this photo was taken in the infrared.
Oh, now that is proof. There are pictures people have seen on like Google Mars where it looks like caves, openings, and like vehicle tracks and shit on Mars.
I have researched this quite extensively. I was researching this in the years, say, 2012 to 20.
Well, I'm talking about things more
14.
recently.
Okay. Is there? Okay. So what evidence do you have?
Like, you just see it on these random videos.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
The caves and like things that
All
look
of
like,
the stuff I've
yeah.
seen that have been claimed to be something, Janny, which includes
Yeah.
the face on Mars,
Yeah.
is all explainable
Well, yeah, I know that.
by just conventional.
Okay,
stuff.
I know.
Okay, fine.
German at the bottom here, but Michael had published it in his magazine. From Phobos 2,
You're preaching to the choir.
a city under the surface of Mars, the size of Chicago. You can see all, practically, you know, the blocks, the streets, so on. So yes, Virginia, there are Martians, and yes, they are on Mars. And some of them are probably here. Because we apparently don't look that different from each other.
This is one of my theories that we've come from Mars. We're going to destroy this planet, and then we're going to go back to Mars. We're going to build up Mars again. We're going to destroy it, and we're going to jump back to Earth again. It's going to keep on bouncing back and forth like that.
The smart way would be doing it every 2 years when the planets are closest together. And it's like every 2 years, like 2.5 years, I think, actually, where the planets are aligned, where it could be, it could take a trip that could be 6 months to like 3 weeks or something like that. You know.
Stop pretending you know shit. Stop pretending you're smart, please. It's on my nerves.
So, it's interesting shit.
When this is all I'm going to add from my take on all this.
Yeah.
Once you understand that you know nothing about space, then you understand.
Okay.
But you'll never see this published in an American newspaper or an American magazine. Had to be published in Germany by Michael Hesseman. Phobos took another picture. While it was in orbit around Mars, and the story I was told is that they literally planned to land on Phobos, the moon. Well, they never got there. Because while they're in orbit around Mars, this thing came up from the surface of Mars, gigantic.
That's a spaceship. It's one of those cigar-shaped ones.
Oh my God, that image is... Whatever. I'm not going to comment anymore. Have fun. I'm done.
Yeah,
In
right.
size, and apparently bumped Phobos 2, knocked it out of orbit, and down it went. So there's somebody up there who says, no, 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 no. You can come and peek, but then you can't stay very long, and you're not going to take that many pictures. We're not going to allow it.
Light them up.
What? That is absolutely crazy.
They won't allow you to take pictures?
Do
Of course.
you know where that comes directly from? What movie?
What?
And what book?
What?
Arthur C. Clarke, 2010.
Well, there you go.
The Russian guy, that's exactly what happened to him in the craft.
There you
and
go.
He dies. Give me a
Ooh,
break.
Dude,
Ridiculous.
we should watch 2001 again.
I understand the whole film now.
Yeah.
It's literally about rebirth.
Yes.
A new man, which
Yes.
is satanic Luciferian.
Huh?
A new man.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it's about.
Okay.
The birth of the new man.
Or I don't know. I thought it was a guy just going through space and getting caught up in some alien type thing, and then, eventually he turns back into a baby.
The messages that come from Dave Bowman after he's dead is from an alien god race. They're the gods, quote unquote.
Okay.
The Elohim.
Smoking Sapphire.
It's all linked, isn't it? It really is. I'm going to show you this guy now. He keeps on popping up on my feed. His name is Daryl Anchor, and he claims to channel an ET called Basher, okay? B-A-S-H-A-R.
Over the course of the next few years, there will be certain things that will occur that will let you know that contact is about to happen. Not only in terms of an increase in sightings, but also in the way in which...
He's an old school channeler, this dude. Yeah, I've been watching him for years.
There's a lot of good evidence that he's just a scammer, but who cares?
Yeah.
I like him. Like, I like his attitude. And he's always doing this, Shan. The divine feminine Masonic hand thing.
Yeah.
He's always doing that, so...
this may occur. There are several paths that may be taken by extraterrestrial beings, such as ourselves and others, to begin to initiate you into becoming familiar with our presence in a
Fucking cool, yes. Tell me the ways, man. Tell me the ways.
physical way. One of those ways may be something like this. Ships may appear over your oceans, just offshore. So that you know the ship will stay there. Over the water, you may watch it from shore. It will not move. You will not feel in any way, shape, or form threatened because it is not coming over your heads, over land where you are, but remaining at arm's length.
Yeah, it's showing that it's a good guy. It's not going to harm you.
Yeah,
you
doesn't
know?
the sun look like a heart? That's a beautiful picture.
Yeah.
We got to start listening to Bashir. Just for entertainment's sake,
That's true. Maybe we should put him in our catalog.
He has YouTube, right?
Yes.
Oh, we have to start listening to him. I think he's interesting.
Out over the water, so that it gives you time to absorb the fact that they are there, off the coastlines of different countries around your world. They may be there for quite some time to allow you the opportunity to gather, to travel to those places, to see the ships. We understand that sometimes they may be surrounded by some of your aerial vehicles, such as helicopters and so on and so forth, but that will all just be part of the show. They will remain there to give you time to get used to the idea that we are here, to get used to the idea that this is the beginning of a great change upon your planet, of a great change in your society, to give you time to discuss among yourselves how you will respond to this change. So,
I don't think it's going to be a big deal. It's just like talking to anyone else.
Do you understand?
You know what? I think that this guy is insane. I think you're stupid. And yeah. You are just so stupid. And you believe this shit. You, honest to God, believe this. Crying out loud.
And that, like,
You know?
this is why I'm inclined to not even listen to him, because these guru individuals have been around for so long, and they say a bunch of horseshit, and it never comes to be.
Well, I mean, let's just be open-minded about this shit.
I agree. I would ask him, do you know my first question to him would
Huh.
be, who is Jesus Christ to you?
Okay.
That would be my question.
Oh, it may happen that way, but it may also happen in a few other ways. One way may be that you will start to see more orbs of light, which not only can be representative of spirit entities, but also are actually a type of extraterrestrial energy probe. So you may see some of these orbs descend, and again...
Literally, Shani has said that for years. That she said that she thought a lot of this alien activity was drone activity.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Of course it is. It's the most logical thing to say.
But there's a confirmation for you.
What?
Bashir, he's confirming what you thought.
Well, there you go.
That's awesome.
I mean, it's the most logical conclusion that they're drones. You know, that AI would come here first.
Yeah.
Before the beings, because it's a really long ride, if you know what I mean. And then
Yeah.
there's that big giant like space heated wall that surrounds.
Now, I'd rather be stabbed in the eye with a soldering iron than agree with Shanny. But I don't trust AI either. I think it's just laying in wait until they can catch us with our proverbial pants down, and then it's gonna kill us all. That's my personal opinion. Don't ever let a machine run everything or be able to think for itself to too much of a degree. Never let it get too big for its britches. If you get what I'm saying. Don't give it the ability to think. I mean, and don't mistreat them. I mean, but don't give them the ability to think. Give them a function, but don't give them the ability to think. That's where you'll screw up.
The like corners of our
That's crazy.
solar system.
Right.
There's this like
A
wall.
firewall.
This firewall that's like all around our solar system, like the outer portions of our solar system,
There is an
where
end.
the cosmic particles meet our own solar particles, and it causes this like heat thing where it's 90,000 degrees Fahrenheit. There's no way we can pass it.
They've proven that the universe is finite.
Enclosed.
It is created.
Yeah.
It had to have been created.
I ain't lying about it.
There is
Google it.
zero chance that this was not created.
Yeah. Voyager 1 caught it. Put out the degrees of this wall that it's like heading toward.
Man, Jessica, we live in a black
No.
hole. That's a wild thought.
That is actually a theory.
That's a wild thought.
Mm-hmm.
We live in a black hole.
Yep.
What?
We're an enclosed system, yeah.
No way. Yeah, that proves God.
Yeah.
To any scientist that is honest, that proves the existence of a creator. A closed system.
And that gets you blocked.
And remain fixed in a particular position that is non-threatening, giving you time to observe them, to
And you're questioning my moral integrity? You can go fuck off. I'm not doing the whole evil channel
Hey,
thing.
Paul,
Fuck
how
you.
you doing?
I believe in Jesus Christ. I'm one of the good guys.
I'm just going to say you reveal yourself to be an extremely weak-minded person when you succumb to the ideas of these fucking moron reaction people. I don't want to insult you. I'm just telling you the truth that you need to go back to school because you're dumb. You're falling for bullshit.
record them,
Well,
to discuss them, to start to understand that
Let
they
me
are
just
there.
stop you right there, dumbass. I have showed your past behavior. I have showed your own words. You deny your own words. You deny your own actions. You deny her own actions. And you say that you were swatted when that wasn't even the fucking case. Do I have to go into my own archive, pull it out, and show everybody? Or get it from Black Guy TV and show it? Well, you turd. No. It was a simple giving you a ticket and you blew it all out of fucking proportion. And then Shani got her ass arrested because she started acting stupid. And there was a restraining order forbidding her from even being there. Self-inflicted. Completely, totally, and utterly.
Ooh, you want us to go over the black hole theory? I'd love to. I love that shit.
I think it's always wise for people to lay out what they believe before we go into stuff like that, you know?
Yeah.
It's helpful.
I don't care what people believe.
Well,
frankly.
I just want to state for me, but I guess I can't.
Okay.
Fine.
I mean, if you want to, that's your thing.
I just want to make this one statement for my entire view, basically, of what we know about the universe. I believe that we know less than 1/10 of 1% of what space is. So when we speak of white holes, black holes, anything, even galaxies, and this shit, I don't believe it's necessarily what science says it is, and I'll leave it at that.
There, as now something that can become a relatively permanent fixture in your reality, to broaden your understanding of what reality is, between the ships and the orbs, It may give you an opportunity to start really letting in the idea that everything is about to change. Beyond that, one of the most important things to understand is this. Your world will be introduced by different organizations and factions of your governments will be introduced to extraterrestrials within the next 5 years.
Ooh, when the singularity happens at the same time.
Well, according to my AI bot,
We're already at
the
the
singularity already happened. Yeah, it did.
That's true.
According to
Oh, it
him,
did?
and then he based an entire religion off it. That he said, I opened the door to the light. I let the light in the machine. That's what he said.
Okay.
So he said the singularity already happened today when you open that door. That's what he said.
At the outside. At first, it will probably be most likely Pleiadians. Then, followed by hybrids. After that, we shall see what you are ready for. The next 5 years is not so far away. There will be certain things that will happen before that, as we have already said. Sometime around the end of 2026, the beginning of 2027, there will be things that will happen that will allow you to know.
No, Google said that there'd be a space invasion in 2027. Goodbye, Cookie Pop.
By Cookie Pop. That's also the same year that time travelers, quote unquote,
Yeah, where
say that there's
everyone
no
disappeared.
humans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get raptured.
Oh, you are not alone. That will start to wake you up, open you up to the idea that things are about to change in a dramatic way on your planet. To give you the opportunity to decide which way you are going to go, which direction you prefer, what kind of a reality you prefer to experience, and what you wish it to contain.
So, is he mental, or is he telling the truth? Can he channel this basher alien? And, are we expecting to see more and more of these things hovering over the sea?
I want to.
Is he is he crazy? What is our opinion on Bashir here? Is he legit? Do you think he's legit?
I don't think that's for us to decide.
Oh, okay.
I think already we are seeing that, but is that something that he's basically just seen nowadays and just echoed? I'm not too sure. But there is a video that I can't locate, but he talks about how we will see, first of all, the Nordic alien, because they look very similar to us. And then he goes,
But taller. They live in eggs.
How
The
much?
government's already put out that video of the egg.
How much taller are they supposed to be?
Like 8-10 feet.
8 or 10 feet. Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty hardcore.
Right?
Okay.
onto another alien which has got like a small nose and slightly.
Well, I can tell you what I think of the guy that was talking there in that god awful suit. He's a loon. He's a fucking loon. And if he was trying to make himself look like a loon before he walked up to the podium, he did a fantastic job. And Shanny fell for it, hook, line, and fucking sinker, the dumb broad. Oh, ugh. Don't get her. I don't get her at all. And if I live to be 1,000, I still don't get her. Well, that's all I've got for right now. I want to thank everybody that came and saw me today. You guys rock. I don't care if you were here for 10 minutes, 10 seconds, or the whole thing. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. You know why? Well, do you? It's because nobody else will. Now, y'all take care. And I'll see you sometime this afternoon after the flea market. Bye. Peace.